Morning, everybody. On this episode of I Know a Little, we're going to be doing a little sausage gravy. Not going to be a lot going on today because, well, we've got a lot of ice and a lot of snow and a lot of sleet out there, so we're just hanging out at the house. Sausage gravy is a pretty simple meal to make. A lot of people say, well, I have trouble making it, but it just takes a little time, a little practice, a little bit of patience. All that's in sausage gravy is salt and pepper, all-purpose flour, milk. I use a little butter. Most recipes don't have a lot of butter in it. I use a little butter in mine. Sausage of your choice. I like hot sausage. My wife likes mild sausage. Therefore, we're doing mild sausage. Here's my salt and pepper. I know this is a Tony Chachere's thing, but I use coarse pepper, and I can't throw anything away, so I put my pepper in here. Let's get this out of the way right off the bat before anybody says anything. Wash my hands. This is fresh dishwater. I just draw it up. I haven't washed any dishes in it, so nobody says anything about me not washing my hands. I do not wear gloves because I cook for myself. First thing we're going to do is we're going to add our sausage in the pan. We're going to cook this down to the consistency that I like. Some people like it small. I tend to like it a little bit chunky. But you cook your sausage down to the way that you want to cook your sausage down. All right, folks, we'll be back in a minute when I get this sausage done to the consistency that I want it. Okay, we're about ready to add our flour. Now, if you look in the bottom here, you might see a little bit of whatever that is down there. Eventually, when I put my milk in there, that'll go away. I think chefs and whatnot call it deglazing. This is 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour. You can use self-rising flour. I just use all-purpose flour. Now, you can use more flour or probably a little less depending on the consistency you want of your sausage gravy. I don't generally measure stuff when I do sausage gravy, but I'm just showing y'all for visual purposes. Like my grandma always said, I always asked her, how about writing some of these recipes down? And she'd say, oh, you'll know when you get it right, you'll know what's right. Now this flour is going to take kind of a pasty consistency. You don't drain the grease, people, because that's what makes it good. Not good for you, but we ain't cooking good for you right now. Now that we've got the flour kind of incorporated in there, we're going to get our milk. This is whole milk. I suppose you can use any kind of milk you want to. This is about 2 cups. I would recommend you adding just a little bit of milk at a time. It's usually about 2 to 3 cups. You can add as much flour as you want to, depending on the batch that you want. The milk, like I said, you're just going to have to play with it a little bit and get it to where you want it. The one thing I can say is you can always add milk if you've got too much flour, but you cannot add flour back in the mix once you've added your milk. You just keep playing with it a little bit until you kind of get it where you want it to go. This will cook down. The flour will do whatever the flour does, expand or whatever. But just keep stirring it, keep stirring it, keep stirring it. That way the flour don't get, I reckon, lumpy. You really can't walk away from this until you get it the way you want it. I'm going to add some more milk in here because it will cook down. The flour that's in there will absorb the milk and it will get thicker as you cook it. That is about 2 cups. If I need to go back and add more, I will. Now, if you look, it looks a little thin right now. Like I said, it will thicken up. This is where I'm going to add a little bit of salt. And probably what y'all think is a lot of pepper. But we like a lot of pepper in ours. You season it the way you want to season it. I'm going to add a little bit of butter. Just to be me. You don't have to add butter in this. I do. Eventually this butter will melt and incorporate with the sausage gravy. Alright, I am going to cut this down to low. I am going to put the top on it for a little bit. But I will keep coming back to it every couple of minutes just to make sure that it's doing. Let's check this sausage gravy and see how it's doing. My wife told me to use a pot holder. I probably should. So y'all make sure y'all use a pot holder, because what does they say? Safety third. Sausage gravy's looking good. It's getting a little thicker. Not quite where I want it yet, but patience. Gravy's doing. Yep. It looks like it's done. I'm going to cut the fire off, put it in a bowl, and in a little bit, when my lovely wife gets done with the biscuits, we're going to have gravy biscuits. As a side note, my wife keeps making fun of me all morning because I've still got my sleeping breeches on. Like I said, I am not going anywhere today. I plan on sitting my behind on the couch and watching TV. So, yep, I do look like I'm headed to Walmart, but I promise you I will not be going anywhere today unless I have to. Let's check on these biscuits my beautiful wife made. Yep, I believe they are ready. We will plate these things up in a minute. I wouldn't get that. Say third. All ready to go. Now I will say, if there's much of this gravy left, you can put it in the refrigerator. It is probably going to get very thick, and all you got to do is add a little milk to it, heat it up, and you're good to go. Well, let's try these things out. Before I take a bite, I just want to tell each and every one of y'all how much y'all mean to us. Be kind to one another. Stay warm, stay safe. Don't get caught up in all the mess the weatherman says. We can't control the weather. We're going to get what we're going to get. Just be prepared and do the best you can. Southern comfort food at its finest. See y'all next time.